I want to say in Virginia, say happy birthday to my father, who is celebrating 80 years today, his 80th birthday. So obviously a great win for him. I know he was at home watching this, so I want to say a happy birthday to him.
Awesome. All right, Coach, just kind of talk about this. This was it's obviously a tie ball game going into extra innings. Brian Brown, kind of got you through, and then Ronnie Richardson had that game-winning homer.
Yeah, great team win. I think that signifies it. I mean, a great team win. Guys were picking themselves up, all night. We had some opportunities, and when we didn't do it, the next guy did it. Both obviously from a position player standpoint, and a pitching standpoint. So just a tremendous team win.
Talk more about Brownie's effort. I know he was pretty proud of himself. He's had some games against Stetson. This game means a lot to him.
Brownie was awesome. Brownie was awesome. Brownie had a little bit of some arm soreness early in the year, if you remember, and didn't pitch for us for a while. And it was nothing, it was just, a lot of people are asking us, listen, he's got a little bit of soreness, and he was kind of held out for a little bit, and we kind of made his way back. And, we all knew. Brownie has been awesome for us for the last couple of years. He's always been that guy, whether we've started him, we've been in the middle, but that's what you expect from a senior. That's what you expect from a veteran out there. And, you don't know what the results are going to be, but you know what the composure is going to be. And Brownie was out there, and he's been out there many times before, and obviously he picked our team up and put up all those zeros and did an awesome job with his best outing of the year.
Talking about how big of a boost this game is, just winning. I know it was a disappointing weekend last week against Memphis.
I think it's a boost. I do. We talked about it at the end of Sunday when you guys were all here, and I said, look, it doesn't matter who we're playing. We just need to get better. And I thought we did some things better tonight. I think there's a lot of things that we can keep doing better. But a majority of the time, we did enough, obviously, and that's important. And this time of the year, it's about winning. But the most important thing for me as we move forward is that we're getting better. We had a great practice yesterday. We talked about it as a team. And so that's really been main focus. But at the end of the day, after losing the series to Memphis this weekend, and to come in here on the road and win in 13 innings should give us a very good boost going into the weekend.
Roman Madrid had been, so clutch for you. Is he just kind of in a funk right now?
Yeah, I just going through pitching. I think when you look at it, it really, first of all, Ray Hansen I thought did a great job. Ray was awesome, and I pushed him out there, and he's a little bit over 100 pitches, and a lot of times Roman actually does a little bit better with guys on base, and I thought it was the right situation. Hey, really, at the end of the day, he gave up one hit. Really, that's what it was. He gave up one hit, and brought in 2 runs, but I thought he was good today. I thought he was good. Obviously, you need to take that at bat, that at bat back. What happens is when you pitch late in the game, everything's magnified. And that's part of it, though. When you're going to, when you're a setup closer guy, all of your pitches are magnified. And at the end of the day, I think overall he pitched pretty well. But obviously, it was that one pitch, and that got away from him a little bit. But he's going to be fine. Believe me, we know who our guys are going to be from all the way to the end of the season.
Talk about what a gutty player Travis Shreve is, staying in the game after getting hit in the head like that.
First of all, let me just tell you this, and he's a guy that, to be honest with you, I probably haven't said enough about. In publicly. And I'm going to tell you about Travis Shreve right now. The last 2 years, last year, this program got back in the top 25, and this program went to an NCAA regional, and obviously let's hope if we continue to do well, we are in position to do that potentially again. Travis Shreve is one of the biggest reasons for that, without any question. He's one of the biggest reasons for the success of this baseball program the last 2 years, and it is because of what you saw tonight. When he stepped foot on campus, his attitude, his hustle, the way he carries himself, his confidence, it brought a whole new element to our team. It really did. And I think people that watch us, they know that. We needed that, to be honest with you. We needed an older guy. He came from junior college, obviously Skagit Valley, our connection out there. And he came out there, and he was the spark in a lot of ways that our baseball program needed. He's a great player, but his attitude alone has made an enormous difference in the success of our team. And tonight was just, the epitome of it. He's hurting, can barely swing. He goes in head first, but Travis is a great player.
Talk about how huge. I don't know if you talked about Ronnie's home run there. Obviously, that was the game winner.
Clutch, right? How many times have we talked about Ronnie Richardson being clutch? That's the word for him. He's always been clutch. I told our kids this. We had a little team meeting yesterday before he practiced, and we had talked about a lot of things, basically how we're going to get better. And I used Ronnie as an example. And for all of the kids on our team, and all of especially the young players, he's the greatest example. And I want you to think about this past season. He was struggling. First 20 games, you're hitting under 200 for a lot of the season. I don't know, 15, 20 games, something like that, first 2 months of the season. Ronnie Richardson was hitting under 200. Stayed with it, worked hard every single day, had a great attitude. You never know it in the bench. He's right there. He's always talking. He's always hustling. He's always got it. But he'd always get the big hits, and he'd always get on base. And he's a great example for all those kids, because when you have a good attitude and you work hard, great things happen. And now, look at him. He's hitting over 300, but he's always been clutch. He's always been clutch for us. I used that stat last year, even when he's struggling a little bit. At one point, he's hitting almost 500 runners in scoring position. I mean, Ronnie Richardson's a player. He's a great player. He's had a great couple years for us, but tonight, to do what he did, not surprising. It was great, but he's a great clutch player.
He mixed things up a little bit Saturday through Monday series against Presbyterian. Obviously, Hanson pitched tonight, probably same rotation. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I'm actually going to change a little bit on Saturday. We're going to go, because obviously we're playing Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Saturday, we're going to go Lively. Sunday, we're going to go Adkins. And Monday, we're going to go Matulis. So I'm just going to change those guys. The reason is this. If you look at our schedule, the way it's set up, basically kind of everybody's going to get 1 day extra rest probably, and everybody will probably get 1 day's less rest, because this weekend we go Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We go to Marshall Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we play Rice Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you go to the conference tournament. You start on Wednesday. I know that's a lot to think about. I mean, that's how I.
You also host these guys again.
Yeah,
before
and then
Rice.
we got them again. So, but point being is that all of those guys are going to play a role in our success. And so, obviously, Ray did a great job tonight.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Coach.
One last thing. Your team's doing really well on the road. Can you just talk about trying to get them to get in the mindset to go out there in new places and just focus in?
We need to have this mindset at home a little bit more, to be honest. So this has been like, if you tell me in the last couple of years, like what the one thing I keep thinking about is that. But the guys have always played well on the road. This group has played well on the road. And I think it's a mentality. I think this is what I think. I think that when kids understand the big picture, then they're going to play the game hard every day. You don't get consumed with the big picture, but I want our kids to understand that every game matters at the beginning of the season, because you're trying to put yourself in position to host it, or to get to an NCAA regional. You don't want your entire season to come down to one weekend. You don't. Now, you may have to do it, but you'd like for it not to. So therefore, when you play on Tuesday against Stetson, you play South Florida Wednesday, or you're playing, Maine on Thursday, whenever it is, they understand that every game matters. So I think a lot of these midweek games, it's about being prepared to play, and those guys understand that, and so they deserve the credit for that. I mean, they're ready to play. I mean, I make sure they're ready to play, but they've done a very good job. I think they like playing on the road. I mean, obviously we've been very successful doing it. They play with a certain attitude, and we need to continue to do that at home.